All right, guys. Monday afternoon, the Iceman here, Jeffrey Rose YouTube channel. And yes, Monday Night Raw tonight. What will we see be implemented tonight at Monday Night Raw? A lot of people are thinking that possibly John Cena will have a rematch with Randy Orton tonight on Raw or at the Royal Rumble. I, for one, now I look at it this way. I said as long as there was going to be a clean match, there was going to be no interference whatsoever, whoever won was the new WWE World Champion. Now, with that being said, Randy Orton improvised just a little bit more than John Cena. I think he caught John Cena off guard with the handcuffs. A good move there on Randy Orton's part. Do I like the fact that Randy Orton is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion? No, I don't. Because I think if anybody should have got the unified titles at this point in their career for what John Cena has done throughout his career, it should have been John Cena. But with all that being said, Randy Orton is the winner. I'm not bitter whatsoever, a little disappointed, and I don't think there should be a rematch. I think this was the match that was made. It should be a one-time deal. Randy Orton got the better of John Cena, and so he shall be the WWE World Champion. Now, if we were to implement a rematch, say as on tonight's Raw or at the Royal Rumble, what if John Cena were to win? Then you'd have another match for the rubber match. So it would never end, and this would just become an ongoing feud between the two. And they've done their feud. Let's face it, in the past. Um, all in all, after it was all said and done, John Cena and Randy Orton put on a good match last night. And for all the John Cena fans out there, I mean, you just have to suck it in and take it. Randy Orton was the winner. That's what the WWE wanted. So we're going to see Randy Orton probably move on till WrestleMania with the WWE World Heavyweight Championship belt. And we'll just have to wait and see who his competitor uh, to challenge him will be. Now, with that being said as well, what will this lead next for John Cena? There's been rumors about Cena and Bray Wyatt. I don't want to see that. I think, for my personal view, the WWE has put John Cena in to feuds that really didn't make too much sense, all in all. But then again, it's the WWE. They sign the paychecks. Um, they are fit to see what they do, what they want to do. Um, so we'll just have to wait and see. What is next for Randy Orton? Who is his next challenger to be? A lot of people are talking about Daniel Bryan. Well, we just got done seeing a Daniel Bryan feud in the last few months in pay-per-views, so I don't see that happening. Uh, could it be the Big Show? Could it be Mark Henry? Um, who could it be? I mean, right now, who really is in line to go up against Randy Orton? And I think that's what the WWE is going to establish within the next few months, after the Royal Rumble and all what's set up. I honestly believe that CM Punk is going to win the Rumble and face Randy Orton at WrestleMania 30, whereas CM Punk will dethrone Randy Orton as the WWE World Champion. So, and again, like I said, where does that leave John Cena and everybody else? I don't know. Um, we'll have a little more bit to, figure things out tonight after Raw airs. I'm sure we're going to see the corporate come out. I'm sure there's going to be some sort of congratulatory thing with Randy Orton tonight. I'm wondering if John Cena is going to come out and maybe say, hey, to Randy, tonight you were the better man, or last night you were the better man. I don't know. Um, you never see John Cena really being bitter. Could this be possibly a change in John Cena's attitude? Could we see a possible slight turn on John Cena? I don't know, because really, with him being face right now, there's really not much of a direction for him to go into. But if he were to start turning heel, it opens up a whole world for opportunities for John Cena in the WWE. One might figure they're still not going to do it just for the simple fact of John Cena probably is more important outside the WWE than he is within the confines of a WWE ring. Um, I think his importance and his value is far greater with with the monetary income he brings in outside of the WWE than, like I said, within the WWE ring. So, um, one has to wonder. So I'm looking forward to Raw tonight. I'm sort of wondering what the fallout's going to be. Um, a lot of people didn't like the TLC pay per view. I thought it was pretty darn good. It was better than what I expected. Um, I'm waiting to see what might happen with the Shield, with Roman Reigns, with his accidental spear on Dean Ambrose. Roman Reigns really banged up his eye pretty good, avoiding, well, CM Punk avoiding the spear from Roman Reigns, him going across the announce table and hitting a chair. But there's a lot to be offered tonight at tonight's Raw. We'll just have to wait and see if the WWE decides to deliver anything for us to lead us into what the next segment of the story is. What's the next chapter in the WWE? Uh, One only knows, because personally, I really don't have any idea. A lot of people are talking about a Cena Orton rematch. I, for one, don't want to see it. Um, for me, if John Cena did have a match with Orton now and win it, it would not mean as much to me or really to John Cena because he didn't win it on that particular prestigious night last night at TLC. So really, it wouldn't really make any sense at all. Randy Orton is a winner. People have to get over it. Um, as a lot of people have talked about in the past, right about now, and right through, like 2002, 2003, Randy Orton, John Cena have been the two biggest stars in the WWE on a daily basis. And that is the reason why they were chosen to have this unified title match. And, you know, I don't care what anybody else says, there really wasn't any two other superstars that really even deserved to be in that match. You can talk about Daniel Bryan, you can talk about CM Punk. Daniel Bryan's very over with the fans, but he's not ready for this type of level of prestige as of yet. Yes, he does deserve to be a WWE champion, and I think we will see that soon down the road. CM Punk has already made his mark, and Punk is a man on a mission. He's a man with his own mind. Look at the situation that he had after the AJ Lee debacle with the tribute to the troops and the NBC announcer Michelle Beadle, announcing that she thought it was a joke. She didn't know that AJ Lee was serious. WWE was very upset with AJ Lee, and CM Punk had a lot to say about that. And so, coming into TLC last night, a lot of people thought that AJ Lee was going to lose her title, as I did as well. I thought there was going to be some sort of punishment by the WWE. And I will say this it is very unfair for the WWE not to punish any one superstar for something that they would definitely punish another one over. So the WWE needs to look, real deep and hard about this. It doesn't matter if you're CM Punk. It doesn't matter if you're John Cena. It doesn't matter if you're AJ Lee. It doesn't matter who you are. If you commit something that's set against the regulations and rules of the WWE, you should, be punished or reprimanded. Uh, so far, the WWE has decided not to do anything to either Punk or AJ Lee. And I think AJ Lee's non-punishment has a lot to do with her dating CM Punk. So anyway, Randy Orton is the new WWE World Champion, the Unified Champion. Congratulations to Randy Orton. But I can't wait. If you still have this belt at WrestleMania, I cannot wait to see your ass get kicked by hopefully CM Punk. This is the Iceman. Peace out, everybody. Enjoy your Monday. Enjoy Raw tonight.